Hello and welcome. How are we all doing? I hope all having a good start to the weekend. Carly, good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. Oh, right. I'm gonna have a quick rant just to get this out of my system. Fuck TikTok. I have been trying for about a week to follow people on there to be able to post all Twitch clips and stuff like that. I'm not making content for it. I wasn't planning to, but I just wanted to be able to share some stuff I already got, and it is fucking atrocious. That platform genuinely angers me, and the fact that it's become the meta, fuck you, TikTok. Genuinely fuck you. I put in a support ticket just before the start of the stream through the web browser, and I've already had an email back saying, thanks for reaching out, we're happy to help. In order to get this to the right team, we kindly ask you to support your inquiry through the app so we can assist better. That is fucking bullshit. Fuck you, TikTok. There's absolutely no reason that I should have to do that through the app, except so that you can mine data off the app. So, right. Now that that's out of my system, let's get on with this. Fuck you, TikTok. Right, okay, so the plan for today, got a couple of things we want to do. We're obviously tracking people's channel redeems in terms of how many redeems they use and stuff like that. Wait. Oh, pardon me, yeah. So I want to be able to compile a list of the top 10 users, or the top 10 redeemers for each redeem and things like that. We've got another GIF of Minnie running across the screen. I've got that working. Maybe add a couple of other GIFs as well. I'm not sure Lakea's posting to Blue Sky when she gets caught, so I want to double check that. And I also want to add a channel redeem for triggering a random event. We've got it in bits right now, but it'd be cool to have it as a channel redeem. It'll probably be a fairly expensive channel redeem, but we'll see. Listening to this when the Shan had to stop and laugh. That is entirely fair. Look, I appreciate it. Yes, true millennial. But as a content creator of over 12 years and as a software engineer of several years, I can give you many justifiable reasons and back it up with evidence for why it is a terrible platform. It is just wrong. I'm not just speaking as a millennial. I'm speaking as a veteran content creator and as an experienced software engineer. It is just wrong. For example, from a creator's point of view, TikTok will not let you schedule a post more than 30 days in advance. Why? There is absolutely no reason for this. Timing on that, Llama, you absolute shit. Thanks for the bits. Hope you're keeping well. But yeah, why? There's no reason for that. So for a content creator's point of view, what happens if you go on holiday for 2 weeks and then you have something else come up for a week, maybe a family incident or whatever? That's 3 weeks that you're not able to post content, but that's going to eat for your buffer. You can't put anything up. So that's heavily limited content creators' abilities to plan ahead. That's not good to support them. From a software engineering point of view, if you try and follow them on the web app, you click the button and it says following, you refresh the page, no, not follows, not gone through, but it tells you it is. So from Nielsen's 10 heuristics, that means it's not giving the user correct input. It's giving bad feedback to the user. I could go on for a long time. I have been getting very irate about it. Fuck you, TikTok. Genuinely, fuck you. Oh, the timing on this llama. He couldn't have timed that better. Oh, right. Anyway, that's enough ranting about that. Otherwise, I'll be ranting on screen. Back you. Hey, Roger, how are you doing? Hope keeping well? I'm just being called a loser in song. I'm ranting about TikTok. Anyway, let's get on with this. So, yes. We have, not in that folder, live data. So in here, we have a folder for tracking people's channel redeems and a few other things, but it's mainly channel redeems at the moment. So I want to compile a list of everyone. So Three Folks is how with you? Oh, yes! Oh, that's awesome news! Okay, no, that's actually brilliant. That's cheered me up so much. I hope you're all doing amazing. Oh, baby Ashley's come home. Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. I hope all three of you are doing wonderfully. Pass on my regards to Ashley. Oh, that's brilliant. Or watching Sonic. Oh, honestly, excellent cartoon. Cannot fault that. Cannot fault that. Bringing up the child correctly, I see. Oh man, that's a solid cartoon. Sonic X. I never saw that as a kid, and I wish I did. I watched it later on as like a young adult, but I wish I saw it as a kid. I would have absolutely loved that. Like, I watch things like Beyblades and that. Oh, Sonic Underground was one. I watched sort of the 90s Sonics, but I never got to see Sonic X. Like early 2000s Sonics. I was gutted. But I hope you're all doing wonderfully, Rojo. Great to hear from you, and absolutely awesome to hear that baby Ashley has come home. All right, anyway. In hospital, I watched Lord of the Rings with her and Sonic Adventure. Excellent choices. Excellent choices. Oh, man. You know what? I might need to rewatch Lord of the Rings. I watch it every year, the extended editions. I've already watched it once this year, but no reason why I can't watch it again, right? Aragorn is like the symbol of what positive masculinity should be. Anyway, I should really get on with sorting out these scripts, shouldn't I? Really get on with sorting out these scripts. Okay. Oh, heck yeah, please do. I would love to see it. Like, one of the things I will do is, for my storage server, I want to set up a media server on it so that I can store films and such on it. I was never going to do it because I was like, oh, I've got streaming and such. But honestly, the way everything's going at this point is like, nah, I'd rather keep a copy of it myself. Thank you very much. I am becoming more and more jaded with like various companies and streaming platforms and like yada, 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 yada. Give it another 5 years, I'll be on like Linux screaming open source is the way. Anyway, so, redeem. Bye. No permission rewatching Lord of the Rings unless you face it. You know what? Yeah, no, that is very fair. You have been chasing me from that for ages. You have been chasing me on that for ages. All right. I will make a promise to you, Carly. I will pick up Eragon tonight and I will start reading it, and I need to put an actual like punishment on myself if I don't make some reading progress every stream. We need something as a punishment or reward for me either reading or not reading it and making some progress every single stream, because you have been chasing on me for this for ages and I still haven't done it. By the time you done, Poloni will have come out with another book. Yeah, I can't really argue. As much as I want to argue, I can't. Anyway, I'll implement. Oh, what are you thinking, eh? What are you thinking? Return none. Yeah, I want to start making these lists. I will go on to this. What's this? Let's put in here. Move it off screen so I don't try minimally. Fuck it. Fuck it. List. There we go. So many ideas. Let me think. I don't want to be too cruel. Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Carly, not wanting to be too cruel. Oh, cool. Got to take advantage of this while we can. And now I've just shot myself in the foot with that comment. Utils dot common data as common data. But we want to set where are we going? So we're gonna have which users equal f string common data what on what it's called storage live data, yeah, live data folder dot data folder. That's the Twitch users and Twitch there Twitch list not dirt. That can be the slash list. Okay. Curious what Carly's cooking up. So we're gonna want it's probably gonna be a different file for each of the redeems, and we'll probably name the files based off redeems. This script isn't gonna run every time because if we have like a lot of user files and stuff like that, that could be quite a lot. So what I'm thinking is this script will probably run once a month or like once a week as like a refresh, and we'll set up another script, or even this script, to be able to like update it. That might not actually be a bad move. But let's rename this team top. Go. Birds equals doing caps on. Oh, I haven't. Full. Death. Refresh. On. Ask. Since you have a partial shoot, what if I buy you an actual color? You can't read a certain amount of pages. Hard to stream is a cam with a head. Oh wow, that is mean. That is mean. As fun as that would be, I'm going to have to say no to that one, but only because if I put my fursuit head on, like I won't be able to wear my headphones, so I won't be able to hear anything. And I don't know how well my voice will come from the mic. It'll likely be quite muffled. Like I can experiment with maybe see if I can find solutions for that for the future. For if you want to see like headcam stuff with the fursuit on, because this is something I've thought about. To be fair, it'd be kind of cool to be able to show the fursuit head on stream sometimes. It's just that unfortunately, it's kind of got some challenges, which is why I've not done it yet. You probably noticed it if you watch any of like the April Fool's videos. When you've got like Minnie there, if you watch like, especially if you for scenes where you've got Minnie and Prof there together, Prof comes through fairly clear for the most part, whereas Minnie's often a little bit muffled. It's because of like the distance from the camera and the fursuit head makes a big difference there. Go up with an idea that I can't do. That's one idea. I thought you said you had loads of ideas, Carly. I thought you said you had loads of ideas. Like, we'll figure something out. Other people, hit us up, hit us up. Only wearing the fursuit for special. I hate that you put it that way. Look, I'd wear it for meets. Well, I mean, I staff the meet, so I wouldn't always get to fursuit, but where possible. I do want to do a photo shoot. Don't, Llama. I know exactly where you're going with that. Hey, anime lover, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you have a wonderful start to the weekend. I'm tired. That is entirely fair. It is Friday. Honestly, I got to like Wednesday and I was thinking, oh yes, it's Friday. Wait, no, it's only halfway through the week. Ah! Genuinely happy that it's Friday. Oh man, how am I? I'm good, thank you. Like I was just saying, I'm just glad that it is Friday. It is the weekend. I have some freedom. Look, what I do in my spare time, Llama, that's my business. How about Game Redeemer if you don't read as much as you should? Okay, potentially, what kind of Game Redeemer are you thinking? Any of us can make you play a game and has to pay if you don't have it. Okay. You know what? Yeah, potentially. You know. Alright, we've got a lot on our schedule that we're trying to get through, but that would mean that it would be on emphasis on me, so potentially. Potentially? Yeah. Let's put that as a potential idea, actually. Let's start grabbing these. That one could work. If Materies hasn't made any reading progress, I'm not gonna say X amount of pages because like it might depend on what I've got going on, but definitely if I haven't picked up the book and made some progress, then this could apply. Has to do a stream of X game that chat chooses. There would be some caveats on this one, like you said there, Carly. Like, if I don't own it, people would have to buy it or whatever. Like, I can't go buying games all the time. But certainly with some, like, reasonable caveats, that one could definitely work. So we'll make note of that one. Right, anyway, so... that one. Where have you got now? Well, I am. Where have you got now? What do you mean, where have I got now? I need to be fast mode. Has different. Oh. That has different. Oh. Not the one I was looking for. There we go. That to be fresh. Sorry, misspelled. I meant, what point in the books are you never? Are you at, or you never even started rereading? I did start reading. I read the first chapter of the first book, and I don't know what happened. I don't know. I think that's 10 more punches. I genuinely don't know. You know what? That's entirely deserved. That is definitely deserved, that one. Oh, I can't argue with that. Sorry, Carly. Like I said, I will definitely pick it up after this stream. I will go do some reading. I will behave. That one's a list. But like I said, if we come up with a good punishment. Good. Yeah, probably not. What am I making? So I build various stream tools for our stream. we've got a stream assistant here. So all our channel redeems, bit events, stuff like that, all of them are processed by this little app here. If I like show some artwork, for example, you can see it pops up on here. So that's a .NET application, and I built Python scripts to help support that. One of the things we made recently was, if I show my file for it, give me a second to find it. I think it is. Let me check.
A challenge for me? All right then, I'll humor you.
Here we go. So all the things that I made recently was a channel points tracker. So we track what channel points people use, how many points to spell. Hey, Jimmy, it's good to see you, dude. Arms are going to be red as fuck. They're definitely going to be sore. So what I want to do is set up another script that will like go through this data and compile lists of like who uses which redeems the most. So that is the plan. We'll keep that open for if we need it. Oh, Jerry stuck up on random attacks there. Links to our YouTube videos. Let's go. Jerry attacking bosses. Come have a go if you have a go. Can I test the redeem? I hit 25 points. Absolutely. Feel free to fire away. If, as a heads up, the best one to go would probably be training with Lakea. Because you'll see ones for fighting monsters, easy monsters, no monsters, hard monsters. You've got to be level 5 at least before you can fight the monsters. So training with Lakea is how you get to that point. But absolutely, feel free to fire away with the redeems. So yeah, we've got all this. How you doing anyway, Devious? Hope you're keeping well. Did you power up Lakea? No, I meant to do it earlier, and once again, I forgot. In fact, level up stream bosses. Before I forget to do that again. I don't know what... Oh, Genius is only level 38. That's why, Carly. Anyway, back to our script. Don't know why we would need args in... I don't think... Now we'll keep it in there just to... Good. Args list. We won't need it for this one. So make a list of users. Because their health bar is 4, I somehow remember it differently. Ah, that's fair. Alright, thanks. Been out eating burgers with the family. Nice! Hope you have a great time. Hey, Jade, good to see you. Hope you're keeping well. ARG Pass Library. I don't need the ARG Pass Library. He says, probably being able to make use of it somewhere, but I'm going to pretend like, no, I don't need that library right now. Was nice? Awesome. Oh, burger. I want a burger. You will in about 3 hours? That's being generous. More like 3 minutes. Anyway, what are we doing? We're going to loop through all the files in that directory. So, I've got to remember how we, loop through, Python loop through files in directory. Hang on, wait, I'm pretty sure. No, I've got it elsewhere. Moon. This is our 1-bit event script that just isn't playing ball at the moment. Well, it wasn't that one. Nope. Bucket. I'm stupid. Go study. Ah, no worries. Thanks so much for joining in, Carly. We'll figure out like punishments. I will go read after. Entirely fair. Hope you have a good time. Hope revising goes well. Burgers were a Frenchified name. French. Says the Englishman. Fucking hell. Anyway, what am I doing? Yes, looping through all files in the directory. I'm pretty sure there was os dot list wasn't it? Oh, there was os list Love, oh, it is a beautiful. Honestly, Fram absolutely nailed it with the latest emotes. My favorite is still the Lakea head bopping. The Lakea head bopping is absolutely brilliant. There we go. os.lister. I thought so. File in OS. Oh, honestly, the This Is Fine one being animated now. Beautiful. The Lakea head bopping one. Me thinking, me looking confused. Oh, man. It's a shame that we had to put Materies armed as tier 2, but we just ran out of emote slots. So, os.l. I'll do which user the users dot end now want or options as funk. There we go. Common funk dot. Let's actually check this is gonna give us the path. Print file bomb hyphen team list I. Oh, we've already broke it. Yeah, object. Oops, my bad. Full refresh. There we go. Clear that out. Yeah, I think my fits. That only gives us the names. Oh, and we need to ignore. Okay, we need to ignore 2 of them. Okay, my bad. Yeah, my favorite one is definitely this one. Like, oh man, Fram absolutely nailed it with that. Okay, so that. So let's change this to F string in it, and it which the backslash is in, so then it file, we run that at X thing. Okay, so if file, how can we just check if it's Python check if file is directory. That should be file or directory. Okay. So look. To both of os.path is if os path which the file if os dot the directory is it, hang on, I missed that. Is the okay, yeah. Path and file is not equal which JSON. Then we want to add it to users dot end path so that we have no, we or load on a load user equal for JSON path that. There we go. So that if we do I equal 0 waypoint breakpoint in, let's bug, let's check we're getting that in. Second, oh yeah, okay, list it not oops. Oh fuck, I'll check if it's a file, not a directory. File. Yeah, it's file. Open. My bad. Try that again. Running bug. There we go. Now if we go this. Yeah, there we go. That pulls it all back. Okay, so that gives us that. So now we're going to want to... Oh, hidden how I am. How we structured it in here. So we're going to want to create a... Oh, this is going to be a bit, isn't it? So we want a different file per channel redeem. So we're going to need to create a list for each channel redeem with people's details. So, okay. Probably will do this all in one thing as well. So rather than adding it like that, do that. Themes equal predict. Okay, so now we've loaded a user. We want to run through each redeem in the user thing. So for theme in user, channel points. Tell the it's breaking everything. What? Why am I not copying that? Copy, 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 copy. Why is that not copying? Copy. There we go. I don't know why that was beat. Plus, redeems. Hey, Samuel. Good to see you, dude. How you doing? Why is my copy shortcut just straight up not working? Fucking hell, Windows. You can't even get your, like, copy shortcut working? Why are you so useless? Why are you so useless? Oh, I've got things trying to drive me batty at the moment, Samuel. I've got things trying to drive me absolutely batty. Use Linux. As much as I would love to, that unfortunately is just not on the cards right now. I use too many different applications and not all of them move across to Linux very well. Things like DaVinci Resolve and that just don't play well natively, and I don't have the time to debug it all. But like honestly, like if I was only gaming, if I didn't do content or anything like that, I would have moved across to Linux ages ago now. Like, it's coming a long... I say this almost every stream now, but Linux is coming a long way, and Windows is just getting shitter by the day. It really is. Microslop are fucking useless. Stop quoting my parents. Oh, no. Ouch. Oh, struck me in the field with that one, Llama. Oh. I will try to avoid quoting your parents. I make no promises, though. Have you used Microsoft Silverlight? I have not. What's Silverlight? Tell me more. That's going to give us each of these objects. So we're going to want to... If this ID exists in... Look it up, eh? So quick look. Microsoft Silverlight. This is something that's going to make me angry. I mean, according to this AI overview, it's discontinued. Cross-browser, cross-platform plugin for delivering next-generation .NET-based media experiences. The web. So what? It's basically a web technology. I mean, the fact that it's discontinued is not helpful. Rich internet applications, Adobe Runtime, Adobe Flash. Okay. So it's Microsoft's equivalent to Adobe Flash then. Also discontinued. Noted. We will back to here. So we will check if that redeem is in if 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 team MID copy. Hate that my shortcut's not working in themes. Then what do we want to do if it does exist? It does exist. We want to add the we. Dude, you don't have to ask for Max every single stream. If he's around, he's around. I appreciate you might like the dude, but give him a bit of space. If he's free, he'll show. Right, let's so we go on to create a redeem data equal. We're going to want to grab we'll have the redeem ID, but we'll grab the redemption count. Copy. We'll go on the Twitch ID, the Twitch. Okay. The ID is the I genuinely don't know why my copy is not working. Hang on. Does copy book? Is it something in my Visual Studio, in my Visual Code? Like, this just forked. Oh no, but it's probably could copy book. Just try just close it, reopen it, see what that does. Alright, I grab this. There we go. Working now. Don't know why it wasn't before, but it's working now. Anyway, so now we will grab the Twitch. That, then grab the redeem ID, put it in there anyway. Redemption count. Redemption count. User channel points. Oh wait, no. I have it in redeem. Redeem. Redemption count. There we go. So that'll create our object. If redeem in redeems, then we want to go. End data. Else, if it's not in there, it. That one. Data. Like that. Oh, that's right. Go. Now that 90 0 should generate go through all our user DAO files, getting all the redeem later, and basically give us a dictionary with each of the redeems we've got, the list of users and the redemption counts. We can then run through that. We can sort each of the lists, and then we can generate files off them. Okay, let's double check on that. Okay, so redeems is fucking empty. Okay, why is redeems fucking empty? Okay. That's poorly. Okay. Try this again. Shall we? Refresh. Alright, okay, so we've got our path. Wait, so path. Okay, that's genuine path. Okay, that loads. User, yeah. Redeem in user. Okay. Now have redeemed data. Yeah. Oh, redeem. Redeems. Fucking redeems. That's why. That's why. Right, let's try that again. Probably having everything. Oh. That one's that. I'm a fucking idiot. Try that again. Still getting. Oh. Gotta stop naming things similar names. EMID. That should be right, actually. Teams. Got team ID. FF5 does exist, yeah. Got a pen. Why liking that? Why is it not liking that? It's the boss battle. Oh, really? That one? Huh. No, that is in there. That's FF5. FF5. Ah. Try that again. Right, run debug. There we go. That's running. If we go in redeems, we now have a list of our redeems with our user data in. Awesome. Some of them don't have the full 10 yet. Should I just go all out and just make a list of all of them? We could then make it a thing. Oh, should I? It could be a bit of fun. Well, what could possibly go wrong with that, eh? Potentially. I should really just install proper database software on my NAS at this point. Maybe that might be a job for later on. Instead of like trying to store all the separate files, I should just set up proper database software on my NAS. Probably save my hard drive some read and writes at this point. Right. Yeah. So now we've got that. So now for each one of these, for key value ID team value in teams item. Now I'll go through each one of those lists. I'm going to want to sort them in order. Sort list by order of property. No, I've done this before, but I can never remember. Python sort list by of that value sort lambda x object equal. Oh, I want to count. What are we? Redemption. If it'll look like this book. What? See what happened. Okay, I didn't think so. It has no attribute. Yeah, no, they're not. Let's see. Treat it like the date. Work. I have worked. How are you? Okay. 9. 5. B. 2. That looks like that has worked. Sweet. Is this the boss battle one? Hang on. That might be boss battle one. Of course, Carly's the one that's decided to come beat us up the most. Oh, hey, Moonbright. Good to see you. Hope you and Baby Bright are doing well. Appreciate the lurk. Take care of yourself. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. So that means we've got the list sorted. So now we can write this to a file in that correct order. So we can do probably go 1, 2 actually. Okay, yeah. Boom. That's it. Team data equals down. I've not saved. Equal. I think that we don't need the redeem title. It just makes it easier for me if I'm looking for a file. Boom. I will answer quad. I'm a little bit busy right now. Boom. Days we could do it. Probably games. A little bit busy. I did see at the time that you were sent. I will be ready for then. I will have the doors barricaded. I will have the swords ready, the traps set, the tar ready to throw out of the window. My house will be barricaded against the griffin. How you doing, bud? Hope you have a good start to the weekend. Right. I can fly over your walls. I can shoot you down with my bow. Your guttering is already weak. My guttering is non-existent. It actually is on one side of the house as well. I'm aware it needs fixing. That requires a little thing called money. Oh, hopefully by end of the year, but we'll see. Team. Team name. That is team. Users. That all. But you watching Summer Games Fest tonight? No, because I didn't realize it was on. Is the simple answer there? To be honest, I don't really watch it. I don't entirely know what it is. Summer Games Fest. On in 2 hours 22. Oh, we might be finished by then. Is it people playing games or? I'm not very good at remembering. It's game announcements. Ah, okay. I tend not to watch game announcements. I'll be honest. But maybe we'll, if we're still streaming, maybe we'll tune in for a little bit of it to take a look. But I tend not to get excited much for new games. I tend not to get excited much for new games. I don't get on with the gaming industry for that one. There's a reason a lot of the games we play on stream are usually older titles at this point. Might take a look though. Might take a look. So that now wants to be new team. That will be does, provided I haven't fucked this up, you run and debug that. That should, yeah. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Yes, we've now changed it. So that one's to be you, I think? Question mark. Pressing running without actually thinking about it. Yeah, no, that is, yeah, no. Done anyway. value. Have used. Yeah, it would be that, wouldn't it? I'm liking that. No attribute. Oh. There we go. Hold on. Don't need that bit no more, you betting. Save that, reload that. There we go. That's what we were expecting. And now if we value users, that should sorted 9, 5, 3. Yep, it is sorted. Go. Right. Now that that's done, on redeem data, that is going to debug the value in boss battle, and have things. So we want title is going to be value name and list rankings, which value users. Then that's what save, I believe. For sake of ease, we'll store the ID. Then we can do common thunk dot save JSON data, which one half lister JSON with data in team data. There we go. Now if we get rid of these, stop that. Now let's bring this over. Have that up ready, and then here let's fuck off. Right. Hyphen redeem. Oh, I should hyphen redeem up lists. Hey, IQL3T, welcome on in. How are you doing? Hope you have a wonderful start to the weekend. Right. Done that. We have a series of lists. Let's go. If we open that, let's go. I mean, that's maybe not the best example. Let's find a different. This one might have more. That's got a few more. What's this? Train with Lakea. That's definitely a better one. 59, 44, 35. Let's go. We can see who's doing the most training here. How's the Twitch API handling? Oh, God. Okay, we're not playing with the Twitch API today, but safe to say, when I've been building stuff in the past, I've had issues with the Twitch API. You know what? I was having a bit of a moan in Discord the other day, actually, because for the leaderboards on Twitch, you've got leaderboard for who cheers the most bits and who gives the most subs. Like, there's an API endpoint for, like, accessing who cheers the most bits, but there's no endpoint for accessing who gives the most subs. Like, they've got leaderboards for both, they've just not exposed the second one in an API endpoint. It's like, Twitch, what the fuck are you doing? So, yeah, I was having a bit of a moan about that. A little bit. We've got a few bits. So I have a .NET application, our stream assistant, that connects to Twitch, connects to OBS, does like a number of things for us. But one of the things it does is it can run Python scripts. So Lakea, our stream assistant, will listen for incoming events, and run outgoing events like display random art. That comes through here, and it can run Python scripts and that for us. One of the things it does for us at the moment, classic Twitch, absolutely, is it can track people's channel redeems. So how many points people have spent, what redeems they've used, their total redemptions and stuff like that. So what we're doing at the moment is working on a little, I've lost my folder, here we go. A little set of files to keep track of who uses certain redeems the most. I want to know which ones the Catch Lakea redeem. Can't remember which idea it is. I should have probably put the name in the title, but oh well. Like that image, awesome, thank you. That was done by Fram. She surprised me with that one for Christmas. I do short stories, short D&D stories that I write for YouTube. Fram's the artist that does the sketches, and Loose Strings is all the characters in there. And Fram very kindly surprised me with that reference sheet over Christmas. I was absolutely over the moon with that. Technically, Strings is the only character from that series who has a ref sheet outside of Looping, but Looping's all my main characters anyway. So yeah, it was incredibly kind of her. I was over the moon. She does awesome artwork, and she absolutely nails the sketches for the video. And I really do enjoy working with Fram. Anyway, so that we got that done quicker than what I thought. How long have I been programming? Yeah. I mean, I posted program tutorials on YouTube 12 years ago. They were terrible tutorials. Don't watch them. So it's been at least 12 years. 13, I guess. I should clarify, I'm a software engineer for my day job. So I'm not quite a senior. I've been in the industry. I'm not gonna say an exact amount of years, but it's not quite a decade. I'll say that much. It's definitely a number greater than a few, but it's not quite a decade. 12 years is senior. It's senior if all of it was in the industry. So the first 12 years, let's see. The number of it was when I was just in high school, when I first got started, just playing around with just basic. And then I was doing more of it at university, doing like game jams and my own projects. It wasn't until after university and I started a job that I got industry experience. But yes, I've been doing it for a while, and I do like to think that I know what I'm doing. Like anyone can make mistakes, I'm not always right, and I'll fuck things up royally. But that's kind of part of software engineering. A lot of it is learning, playing, see what works, stuff like that. How is working a program is you're suffocating? Not really. I enjoy what I do. It's worth noting that it's not all programming. Like when it comes to software engineering, you've got various aspects like the design and testing, which I'll be honest, I don't do the testing on my own personal projects. I should do the testing. I don't do the testing, which Jade points out quite frequently. She's quite right too. But no, I enjoy doing it. And it means we get cool things on the streams and stuff. It kind of helps that when I get to build things for streams, folks in chat and that like enjoy interacting with them. Like people have been playing with the monster battles since I put that in a few years ago now, and people have absolutely loved that one, and some of the other ones as well. And daft things like add scene item. Daft things like this. Loser. People just enjoy the fact that we've got this on stream, and seeing people enjoy these and interact with them really helps kind of like motivate me to do more. I don't always have the time to do lots more, but even little things like that can make all the difference. Anyway, so we've now got a script that can compile all of that. Now we want to be able to update the files on an individual basis. I'll add all of it to like Lakea's config later on. For now, we're just going to get the scripts going. Because Blue Sky, we'll come back to that. Random events. That I do want to add more to our random events later on, but that's not something right now. That's not as verbose as I thought it could have been. That could have been a lot more verbose. Anyway, so we got our list of files now. I want to be able to update. Let's see. What? Let's def update theme ranking. Good thing. Is this something I'm going to run every time? This is where I have a proper database instead of individual files would be better because there'll be less read and write strain on my NAS. I really need to get that. I don't want to do that migrate. Part of it's procrastination because it'll be a big bit of work to migrate every. I also got to sort out my server like I've been saying for months. I thought I was going to get to do it after Confuzzled, but I did not. Gotta get that new software. Oh well. Oh well. We will figure it out. Non. As the yeah, it probably not gonna be that bad actually. Oh wow. Oh. Yeah. I might move some of this data over. Instead of having it on, I put in second storage, make a separate SSD in there. Don't want it to go in JIT. That'll be for kind of like leaning away from the coding now, more into architecture and hardware. Just something I will think about when it's a lot of bytes. Pretty sure it's got another 3M another 3M.2. So stick a small M.2 in there. That'll take the write strain off the hard drive. Oh, his memory storage is so expensive. Thank you, AI. Back with Get My Food. No worries. Hope you got something good. SS. Well, it wouldn't need to be big because it's all like text character file. So even small thing. No, I want size. Give me size. Here we go. Typically, like ease with storing text. Like cheap one. Maybe not that cheap. Oh, that's. I mean, 16 gig, I guess, but I will do hardware stuff. It's my dream. Honestly, like, it can be a lot of fun. I've been building PCs for years and stuff like that. Just like look up videos, look up reviewers. Like, there's loads of tech channels out there. Linus Tech Tips, Jay's 2 Cents, and plenty of smaller channels as well. Absolutely worth checking them out. At the moment, hardware is very expensive because of the whole AI boom, which sucks. But, quite honestly, one advantage of it is if you looked to the second-hand market, you can get cheaper stuff, but honestly, even scalpers and stuff like that. Unfortunately, way too old now. Hey, you're never too old to give something a go. It can be quite a lot, which is entirely fair, so if you don't want to do it, I wouldn't blame you. But it's never too late to give something a go. Have to get 9 to 5. Yeah, that's fair. Like, the cost of these things is cheap. If only better stuff was that cheap, eh? Anyway, I will stop solutionizing hardware stuff for now. I will get back to me deving. We'll update individual files per redeem. How many times do we get redeems come through per stream? But again, we're already doing it, so yeah, alright. Update redeem rankings. So we are going to do team common func JSON, and that is gonna want to be we're gonna need data. Completed the project, dude. It is never over. I mean, like, I could genuinely say I've never finished most of my projects, because like scope creep is a massive issue. Like, just because you've never finished a project doesn't mean that like a project hasn't got to a usable state, or that you haven't learned something new, or you haven't had anything fun. And honestly, like, age doesn't mean anything on that one. Like, your age is just a number. Within reason, before anyone starts, like, getting a little bit dodgy like that. Within reason, age is just a number. Like, at the end of the day, if you enjoy something, give it a go. Like, don't let something like that stop you. There's already enough barriers in life without, like, adding to it. You mentioned you want to do hardware. Like, is there a particular element to hardware you want to do? Like PC gaming setups, or maybe like networking, like NASes, network to have storage servers and stuff like that? Or just like hardware in general? Because I'll be honest, my ADHD brain gets all over the fucking place. What am I doing? Yeah, so we will load. First thing's gonna be file bugs. Acid. F string this because at the Jason go. All inventors made their big break in their 20s. I want to be embedded system. Ooh, okay, that's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. That's not something I've looked at, but it's something I've wanted to try. Like, that comes with some really fun challenges, that. Because that's one of those cases where you do have to optimize code very heavily. Like, even down to, like, being careful over, like, what primitive data types and that you use. So, yeah, that would be a really cool one. Honestly, like, you say all inventors made their big break in their 20s. Look how many scientists and that didn't, like, make their break until, like, 40s, 50s, 60s in terms of, like, coming up with quantum theory or whatever and stuff like that. You can point to loads of people who had success early in life and loads of people who had success late in life. Genuinely, don't worry about it. Writing C code, like, that is a lot of fun. Have you got much experience writing in different languages then? C is a fun one. C is a lot of work. Like, you could do so much with it, but fuck me, is it a lot of work. Preciseness of what amazes me, like Spy going through a laser. Yeah, you're not wrong, especially when it comes to embedded systems. So for folks watching who aren't as familiar, embedded systems and microchips and stuff like that. Hey, Wolfboy, good to see you, dude. Get that training in. Are like the little microchips and the power like bigger devices and stuff like that. Usually when you work on like desktops and stuff like that nowadays, I won't say optimization is not important, but it's less of an issue because like PCs and that have got really powerful. So now there's other factors in development that you've got to consider as much as optimization. So sometimes you'll have things that will be a little less optimized for like runtime, but like they'll be better for other reasons, such as easier to maintain. It's easier for maybe it might work better across multiple. when working on embedded little chips, they can be very incredibly limited on like the processing power available or the memory they've got. So suddenly you have to really tweak down. As it was said in chat, you've got to be very precise in how you get those things to like run their code and solve whatever task it is they're trying to do, because of the limited resources available. The complete change in like way of thinking. I get those battles in Wolf Warrior. Or bring that back. The beauty of rewriting functions because they're poorly optimized to save a few kilobytes. Yeah, honestly, like embedded systems all the way. That is absolutely the way to see. The window. Oh god. Yeah, Microslop has absolutely ruined their operating system. Like, I still use it because I was saying just earlier, actually, Linux has come a long way and it's awesome to see. But unfortunately, because of all the different kinds of projects I do, from like YouTube videos with the video editing, the development, and various other things, I don't have the time to sort software that doesn't necessarily run natively. Things like DaVinci Resolve don't run natively on Linux very well. But honestly, if I was just a gamer, I'd have moved to Linux ages ago. For starters, it's free. You don't have to pay for a Windows license. And frankly, with the effort and that has been put in from like Steam and other places to like make Linux so much like more friendly to most users, honestly, it's pretty clear cut. Linux is absolutely growing. I don't ever see it completely taking over the user desktop experience, because for most casual users, Windows is the computer, like in their minds. But when you look at like server software, that's all Linux. You look at like embedded stuff, that's Linux. Most mobile stuff is Linux or Apple. Like Windows, Microsoft, yeah, you owned the market 20 years ago and then you fucking ruined it. Absolutely fucking ruined it. The Daily Driver, Windows still. Yeah. He's got hands in a lot of different industries and stuff like that. But like, honestly, like, I don't blame you. I don't like Windows stupid little things in it, like the search bar not working for ages in Windows 10, or like the fact that like the settings like UI in Windows, they've still got settings that appear that the design is like the same design across 3 different versions of Windows. Like fucking environment variables, they butchered that at one point. I was having a nightmare trying to set environment variables in Windows 11. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into Woodland Rangers. Take care, dude. Oh yeah, what a photo. Yeah, training montage. While Loose Springs flirts with looping, which was I'm not getting very far with this scripting out. Well, actually, we've already done one thing that I wasn't expecting. Get that training in IQ. Thank you so much for the follow. Anyway, let's get back to this, shall we? Let's get back to this. Seeing as though you've done that, we'll update those. So that should get that is loading what I think is. We are going to want to expand that one. The team banking. Banking. There we go. Oh. Windows 11 definitely butchered. The React.js code in the Windows menu. Really? I didn't hear about that one, but honestly, like, there's been that many, like, issues with people complaining about, like, first Windows 10, then Windows 11, and some of the shit going on with that. I'm not surprised. Like, it's like, I honestly think it's almost impossible to know everything that's wrong with Windows 11 because there's that many things with it. So I'm not surprised they've used React.js for the start bar. I'm not surprised they put more load on the CPU. Windows 10. Oh, yeah, they did actually. I forgot about that. They said Windows 10 was the last OS. Yeah. That didn't last, did it? That didn't fucking last. Alright, let's grab all of that. It is genuinely amazing because Windows did own the absolutely owned the PC market for years, but they've just absolutely ruined it. They've been, like, a lot of people have moved to Linux because they've been pushed to Linux. Oh yeah, I didn't that in. That's it. First sketch. Just while we're oh yes. Stupid now. Okay. Already. That one's. Try that again. It wants ID, not the file name. The name. It wants the ID. You muppet. Why you put the ID in there? Next time, Windows 12. Oh, I can't wait to see the absolute car crash that Windows 12 is gonna be. Oh man, the operating system 100% 5-coded. Yeah, because they're absolutely writing it all with AI now. Here to use your keyboard and mouse, special add-ons. Yeah. All of which gets harvested by AI and then sold off to other companies. Like, do you remember the whole scandal of Windows recall and how, like, Microsoft said that, yeah, all the data we called for recall, it's all absolutely secured and, like, password protected and encrypted. And then the update came out and it's like, it wasn't encrypted at all. It was no way secure. It was literally just a folder on your, like, hard drive or, like, your storage device that could be accessed by anyone. And like, it was like, what the fuck? You literally lied about this. You said it was encrypted and it wasn't. So then they delayed it for a year, went back, and then it was encrypted afterwards, but it wasn't exactly a top tier encryption. And I'm pretty sure, someone will have to correct me on this, but I'm pretty sure it still got busted less than a day or two after it came out. Like, yeah. I ranted about all kinds of companies today. Microsoft now, it was TikTok earlier. On a tirade. We're going after every fucking asshole company today. Anyway, let's see that now. There we go. That works. Team with the bankings. Okay. Alright. So, if down Args, error, team, banking. Beep. I'm surprised anymore. Last month, a disgruntled developer leaked a priv escalation exploit. The thing meant to protect you. Why does that not surprise me? Honestly, like, what gets... If they literally did nothing, like, if they've just sat on all the operating systems and just put out, like, security updates, they would be less hated than what they do now. You remember when Windows 10 was first coming out, and they were, like, and they were forcing updates? Then, like, hospital equipment and stuff like that was going down when it was needed because it was having forced updates to Windows 10. Like, what the fuck was that about Microslop? But they really do. It's a fucking mess. It really is a fucking mess. Let's... If, not in banking. But... Team banking. Not that one. One. Do you think? Don't know how they haven't been sued to the ground. Simply because they have lots of money. That's the fact that, hey, Jade, how you doing? Good to see you. For some reason, Nothing Tank Software Company, more their piece of software. Yeah, it's ironic that, isn't it? Really ironic. Hope you're keeping well, by the way, Jade. But yeah, the idea is, the issue is that Microsoft just have loads of money. They are worth billions, maybe trillions at this point. Like, you might have a court case, but it doesn't matter how like valid your case might be. You do not have the money to battle him in court. That's why it's the same with a lot of companies. Like, you can't, like, you can sue them, but you're unlikely to get anywhere. At best, you'll get settled out of court because, like, financial backing. It ain't right, but that's the way it is. There's error where I tried to train. There's a limit on how many times you can use each redeem per stream. So you can train up. Training can be used up to 5 times a stream, and then each of the monster battles can be done up to 3 times. What level are you? If you do exclamation mark character, you'll see your character level. I'm guessing you're only level 3 or level 4. There's a cap on the redeems per user per stream, simply to stop it getting too spammy. Level 4. Yeah, you'll have to wait till next stream then. Unlucky, dude. Unlucky. Like, how else is there training? Like, there's bits. Looping will randomly assign XP sometimes, stuff like that. But yeah, that's it. It's just to stop it getting spammy. You may have noticed, like, when Wolf Warrior came in, he, like, went through all of his. It, like, really fills chat. So that's why there's a cap on it. Oh, man. When I first added it, it was on command. I did a command for it instead of channel redeem when I was first testing it. Genius had a great time. He was absolutely loving it, but fucking hell, it was spammy as fuck. Yeah, I use Blue Sky. Blue Sky is... Okay, I'm going to say Blue Sky is a non-toxic version of Twitter. That isn't fair, because there's more differences than that. But if you're familiar with what Twitter was, or shitter as it is now, it'll give you a similar idea. The main differences with Blue Sky is that it's not algorithmic. So where things like Twitter and Facebook, a lot of others have an algorithm to try and feed you certain things. Blue Sky is feed driven. You can customize different feeds. It's not just one feed. You can set up different feeds. So you can set, like, for me, I have, if I go to my Blue Sky, actually. That is not what I wanted. But, where's my Blue Sky? Come on, here we go. So if I go to my home, I've got, all the accounts I'm following. Then there's the Discover, which will, like, that's sort of algorithmic. I've got popular with friends, so things that, like, people I'm friends with. Now I've got a mentions one. And then right at the end, I've got one for followers. So people who who follow me, I can see what they're doing. You can set up different feeds and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's another social media platform. It's not necessarily for everyone, but I will say Blue Sky is one of the better ones out there if you're interested, because it takes more effort from you to set up, Like, if this is the mistake some people made, they'll go on it and they'll say no one's here and then leave. You've got to put the effort in to set it up for what you want, but then you get control over it because you get to see what you want, is kind of the point. So if you're willing to put the work in and you're interested, it can be worth it. Not seeing that on a social platform, yeah, exactly. It gives you more options. I really haven't set that much up. There are folks who have like a lot more out there. Like they have things set up for certain artwork and things, for example, or maybe certain musicians and things like that. I've not set mine up as much as others, but it's enough for me to be happy. I get to see people I want to see. I can like browse some of the artwork and stuff like that. I get to see the kind of things I get to see the kind of people who are choosing to follow me. That's enough for me. I use Blue Sky kind of like as a thing to like post some of the things that I'm like working on and things like that, just as like a little bit of an extra. Similar to what I use Ko-Fi for, though Ko-Fi tends to be a little more focused. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Is this stack? Yeah, they've added AI. This annoyed me because when AI was first coming out, like Stack Overflow did a good thing. They're like, right, no AI answers, not allowed. We're banning them, and I was really happy with that. But then I can't remember when it was, but a short while ago that changed, and now they've like added it in. I'm not a fan. Like, I have done some tests from an engineering point of view. Like, as a creator, I'm heavily against AI. As an engineer, I've looked at it to see what value there is. I can't say it's great. Yes, it can write code, and it can look like it's doing well. But what a lot of people miss out on, and unfortunately some engineers miss this out as well, which I think is a damn shame, is that just because you can get AI to write a script for you to do one task, doesn't mean it works well for everything else. So a big part of software engineering is imagine different pieces of code as cogs. You want to make the cogs, yes, but you need to make sure that the cogs fit together well, so that they all turn when you piece your whole machine together. AI can make those cogs, but they don't fit together very well, and that's a big issue. Especially when it writes it in a way that your developers, i.e. you, can't edit those, can't make changes to those cogs very well. 4-point Stack Overflow is human answers. Yeah, I'm in full agreement with you, IQ. I am entirely in agreement with you. I was not happy about it. I was, like I said, I was happy when they initially were like, no, not happening. And then they've just backtracked, which is a real shame. It's a genuine shame, that one. Anyway, so, have we rankings. We want to check user's ID is in. I heard it. Yeah, I have some experience in teaching. I was a scout leader for years. I taught survival and stuff like that. I've taught some other skills in like a little bit of dance, a little bit of humor, stuff like that. So I'm used to trying to explain things, and yeah, stuff like that. Hallucinate, yeah, broken cogs, all the cogs, yeah, the hallucination cogs. Yes, when you think you, I don't even know how to explain hang on, how would you explain hallucination to a person? I mean, it's AI, it's a person on drugs, basically. Like, yeah, it sounds stupid, but it's literally like a person on hallucinogenics. The AI sees things that aren't there, and it becomes incomprehensible. AI has got better. To be entirely unbiased, AI has been getting better so that it's less likely to hallucinate. But you can never completely rule it out because of how these systems work. They're non-deterministic. What that means is you'll never get the same answer out of it twice. Regardless of what you do, you will always get a different answer out of it. And because of that, you can't guarantee that you'll never get hallucinations from it and similar issues, which is one of the big reasons why I don't think it should be used for a lot of things. Because a lot of systems are deterministic, and as such, you want to be able to know the outcome at any certain time. I'm not going to say it's got no uses, but you really, the moment you start running non-deterministic things, you have to question the data that comes out of it, because it cannot be 100% reliable by nature. You've lived life to the fullest? Well, I wouldn't say that much. I've never managed to get a girlfriend, let's put it that way. So, depends on how you look at it. I've been around a bit in terms of, I've done a lot of different activities in life. I've been lucky enough to try a number of things. But saying I've lived life to the fullest really depends on your point of view. I've certainly been lucky in a number of regards, I'll say that much. It tends to agree with you, absolutely. Absolutely. There was a case, this is going back a few years, so AI has changed a bit since then. But AI, there was a case of a lawyer, I think in California, it was somewhere in the US, who got fired from his job, and he was barred from being a lawyer. There's a law term for it, but I don't remember. I don't do law. And the reason being is he went to ChatGPT and he was looking for case studies. ChatGPT generated fake case studies but presented them to him as if they were real. He then presented those case studies in court as if they were real. When it came out that they were not real, he had effectively lied in court and got barred from being a lawyer. And it's stuff like that, like the way it presents to you. As IQ said, it will tend to always agree with you and present things as facts, even if they're not necessarily facts. Girlfriend's overrated, the companionship is nice, but the stress isn't. You could be a wise wizard. My words are well-travelled. To quote Skullduggery Pleasant, I am just well-travelled. Oh, but by the time I become, like, I don't know, older, I will probably just be grumpy. Even more grumpy than I already am. Oh, man. As for the stress comment, like, if girlfriends are more stressful than trying to do software engineering, well, I don't have any hair left to lose, so... Oh, that's the British spirit. Yeah, stubborn till the end. Anyway, so we got this data. What are we doing? Grumpy and old? Yeah, like any good British citizen. We've got this. We will check if the user's ID is in here, along with the user name. Okay, so, boom. That down. For user in team banking. Let's see, be right back, no worries. On. If team user equal up on user team user the break. Outbreak is out of here. So what we're doing here is we're looping through the list of our users that's in our redeem, and we're checking the user ID. if we have a match, we've found the user, and we want to like increment their use for that redeem. If we don't find that user, that means it's the first time using it. So if user equals none, we want to create the information. So user equal. We're going to want redemption key. The ID going to be args1. Then we want name, maybe args2. So for this particular mode, we'll want 3 separate args. Then we want the redemption count. Is 0. Then user redemption count plus equal. So regardless of whether we find it or not, we're then incrementing the redemption count by 1. We then want to resort the list. Yeah. Hang on. What to do? Maybe not. Check if we found it. Found false. Found true. Then the have the redemption count 1, and if user found false, that you that's it. ID args 1. That will want the if I spell that. And now that will add that if we that. Now we want sort. Thinking sort, and we want to save it back. File path. Bonk dot Save data. File path. And that. So if we look at Fram with Lakea, where that actually works. Oh, so that. Call it and pass in my details. That. Copy. Paste. I. Date specific banking. You want my ID. I've got to remember my ID is now. Nope, I always get cheese lords mixed. There we go. I've got mine. Right. Want my ID. No, we want the thing. What is same with Lakea? That one. That then in with. Hey Max, good to see you, bud. How are you doing? Hope you're keeping well. Awesome bit of artwork there, Carly. Honestly, I still get a chuckle every time I see that one. Carly gave me such a laugh with it. Right, so if we run that now. Oh, I added it on the end. Expecting it to. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. Hey! I should really add a rank to this so that we can see. Okay, let's make an edit. Let's make an edit to this so that we can clearly see ranking. Okay. Look, today I have streaming backroom really exhausted. No, that is entirely fair, dude. I appreciate the alert. Get some rest. Hope you feel better soon. We'll be having a quick break anyway soon because I need a cup of tea. I need a cup of tea. I add ranking. I'm down. Get another for loop. For loops are expensive on the CPU, you know. Let's see. For you value. Next. Off with banking. Bank. This. Bank. X. What's equal? 1. There we go. I'll add that to the. Have it here as well. After we loop back through all the what? One. Boom. There's a. Banking. Bank. X. On. Okay, so now if we do that. Okay, everyone's got a rank now. Awesome. We can also be able to that. There we go, rank 11. If I get more than Devious, rank 11. Hey, rank 6. There we go. Okay. Sorting out these lists. Oh, we're getting more done than what I thought. I'm kind of surprised. It's not often we have like a productive like Python session. Fucking hell. Oh, actually, another thing I will do as well that I forgot about. It was on our list. Where I end up with a lot of these. Oh. What? Anyway. Then. You know what? Use the. Yeah, one of the things I want to add to our scene items. Probably do this after the break because I don't want to in a minute. Yeah, live data, Python, resources, gifts. Add scene item. I want to add this. Oh man, it doesn't want to loop. Ah, that's looping. Don't want that to loop. Oh wait, no, I think I can. Hang on. Oh, maybe. I don't know what did that do. No clue. Okay. Anyway, like let's delete that for now, and he can run elsewhere. That's something I want to add, and we'll figure that out in a second. But first, I think we're gonna have a quick break because I need the toilet and I want a cup of tea. So you guys will run to the toilet, grab a drink, anything like that. Now is your chance, and we'll be back in a few moments. I am back. Right, let's get this gif of Minnie running adding to, shall we? And we'll that item. Got it. Have any audio to go with it? Don't need that. The running bar bar this version how oh, that's state created. Time that ain't right. Why does it think it's 1690? That's interesting. Why does it think it's that so? That says it's 90. Okay. Helpful. Real helpful. We may have to do some guesstimation. I could also reopen the thing. Oh, that's not how I shortened it. Okay, never mind. That's not gonna. Okay, we'll just add it and we'll play it and we'll see what happens. Right, okay. Let's do item add item high and we'll that's quite good. Yeah, okay. Why is that not? I don't understand. It should be 80p, so it should do that, and then let's look at transport. Okay. That's got the same size as what we expect. Oh. So why would I add it through? Did it not? Try that again. Why? Might not be quite ideal, but no, that's way too big. Way too big. Okay. It's still. I am very confused as to what's happening with this. Why? These all these gifts have been a royal pain in the ass. Oh, it's probably just not having enough time to run, I bet. Hang on, let's change it to 8 seconds. Probably not got enough time to run. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We can probably shorten that. E5? Is 5 gonna be enough? Not quite. Let's go 6. That should be enough for it to just get off screen. Ah, fuck it. Go with 8 because we know that was enough. There's no harm in it being slightly too. Now I think we'll move it down a bit. Okay. Okay. Set it back to 8. Let's move position down a little bit so it looks like she's running across the bottom of the 5. Yeah, that'll do. I've got to update some of this so that it looks like she's running like behind. If we've changed this, I think I'd need to change the index more than anything. We've changed it. This. Oops. I did not mean to change scene there. Change it to this. Okay, she's still in front. Is she gonna run behind the VTuber? Hey, she runs behind the VTuber. Okay. That worked as expected. It still feels like she's being cut off at the end before she's actually off screen. And so I might actually, just to try and aid with that, this will mean changing these positions. Make it a little bit bigger just so that she... Yeah, that's a little bit. Just slightly bigger again. That minus 20. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. We'll raise it a little bit higher because I feel like some of her feet are getting cut off. Can't be losing her feet paws, no. 5. That'll do. That'll do. Want to do more GIFs. A later date, definitely gonna do more GIFs. Also, I found out why the video thing isn't working out. Video command. And turns out the library I was using, yeah, the whole library's busted. So we gotta wait on an update for the library to come out. At some point, I'll look at working with the API directly, but it's not. It looks like working with the Google API for YouTube's a bit more of a ball ache. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be fun. Anyway, we got mini running, so let's see. Let's look at our tasks. So we've done that one. Was that? Wait for compiling. Channel team. Updating them. Yeah. Okay. Need to make it so that people can put data back. Okay. Okay. The top 10. First, let's random event. Oh, it's only a 5% chance. Oh, that's where we want to set. But I also want to people trigger a random event. So it's on. Hide that for a moment while I open a certain application. Oh, here we go. Down there. Teams. Go to the bottom of the redeems. Go. Right. Okay, so that back on now. So for folks who haven't seen this before, for our stream assistant, Lakea, yeah, here we go. So when we try and use the video command, it'll run and it throws an error. The problem is in the library I'm using to get that data from YouTube. So waiting on that. I'll look for other alternatives at a later date. But either way, that's why that's not working. But yeah, for our stream assistant, we have our little config file here. This is how we determine what events she responds to and what she does to react to them. So we're going to create a new one. It's still ID. Now, random event target hyphen target random events I event or passing an argument is force event. There we go, force event. Force event on. I'll do that, but now we need the ID, which means it you channel redeem. Now I've not thought about how much I want this to be. It's not going to be cheap because I don't want. This is still going to be a test thing. I don't want it to be triggered too often. It should be less than catching Lakea, I think, but more than the coil head. So let's try 2,500. Random event. So random event. Trigger a random beam. Doesn't require text. 500. Boards queue, and we will put a down on it. The not limited per stream or per user. Will say limit of 30 minutes. 30 minutes, so that it's not too frequent. Maybe 1 an hour, actually. 1 an hour. There we go. Actually remove that cooldown for now, so we can just test it. But now, if we come to our thing, and you guys can get an idea of how this normally. Here, random event. Okay, figure that. Okay, it doesn't currently know what it is. But let's that. Huh? Oh. Okay. Every day. Not quite what I had in mind. Okay, Lakea's not running for the moment, so you guys are gonna have to bear with for a moment. Logs. Grab that and eat. If we come back to config, paste that in. Right. Now, if we rerun Lakea, oh, error loading. Ooh, okay. I've fucked this up somewhere. I have fucked this up somewhere. Okay. Again. Down bottom. Thank God could not pass. Oh, I'm a fucking. Okay, yeah. Yep. Hog. E. Value. That one's that, and then goal. Item. Now let's read. Yeah. There we go. She's loading this time. Okay. I still need to set her up for like the other things, which I'll do later on because that's gonna be more dull and tedious. Now that that's out, be able to trigger a random event. Okay. Oh, there we go. Lupin gave out a load of XP to Convio. Hey, so that worked. Nice. Okay, we will add a cooldown to that. Okay, I'm nervous. What happened? Wait, Looping's on stream, but I don't see him. What did he do? What did he do? Ah, I need to get the Python script start right into console. Okay, he did something. I don't know what, but he did something there. That bloody tabaxi makes me nervous sometimes. Anyway, right, so that now works. Let's come back up. Are going to add a cooldown for this 1 hour. And we'll test it out. Like, I want to make it so that people can trigger random events more easily. There's not a cooldown where it's done with bits. This will allow people to do it with channel points, but it's not as cheap, and there is a cooldown on it. So, it just gives an option out there while not letting it get too spammy too easy. And that is likely it won't be as a list yet. We ran this. Close the comment now. So random events. Would we add? No, there's add for random. Oh, absolutely no. There is add and. Add on here. Add to scene any running. That arguments. This. Now if we do Python random event hi run then by ID, grab the ID. That should have, yep, there we go. So that can now be triggered by another random event. How many random events do we have in here? 81, because that's the index. Add 1 to it. 81 events. Decent number. Let's maybe just it won't do it when it's triggered. That is it. Default. Go. It's because of this file format is a little bit different. It optimizes it. This is written to be easier for me to like edit and add things to, but it creates a temporary one each stream, and the temporary one's a little more optimized to allow it to run in a certain measure. Because if we just pick a random thing from this list, then some things are more likely to be common than others. Like giving XP, there's like 30 odd variations of this, whereas like looping, rotating the game, there's 3 variations. So in order to balance it out, it makes a list of different types of event and then stores sub-lists of those. So it'll pick a type of event at random, then it'll pick like different arguments and such for that event. It's just a bit of an optimization while making it like not making some things too unlikely. I don't remember everything we got in here. Want to add more? Definitely add more. So, do we have random art? You have random art on that. Okay, I didn't think we forgot that. I'm putting the YouTube one, but that's currently buggered. So. And what else? That now. Keep that up. See how much they've used. A top 10. Let's get our top 10 done. that top 10. Get rid of that. Let's see. This one, a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a search. Yeah, you have to have a think how best to do this. Hey, Scout thinks DevilishJADE, what a username. Welcome on in, how are you doing? Hope you're having a good start to the weekend. Where are the snakes at? Oh man, well, yeah, the snakes are biting back. The pythons, oh, snakes and pythons. Snakes and ladders. 45 pythons directly to your... I hope you're ready to feed them, because they're mighty hungry. I'm trying to think best way of doing that one. I don't want to have to do a search. The other thing is, like, I don't want to make a command for each channel redeem. It'd have to be like an argument passed in. What name? Right, here we... That's good. Like the names and that. Yeah, pulling back the top 10 for a specific one gonna be difficult. This is why which would like improve the channel redeem a fair bit more. 45 things to explode in my microwave. How big is your microwave? Are you doing them one at a time, or you just gonna shove them all in for one big boom? So invasive, that's probably fine. Eating them too, of course. Apparently snake is quite nice. Never tried it myself, but apparently it's a bit like chicken. However, the person who told me that was also a known liar, so I'm not sure how much I believe that. Very environmentally friendly. Only problem is the mess it creates in the microwave. Oh, God. Yeah, that's a problem for tomorrow, right? That's a problem for tomorrow. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on into Woodland Ranger, Scouting Strategy. At least we don't have to worry about snakes around when you're near. Eat my Python script so they stop tormenting me. We must all suffer for our art. Very true. I find it kind of hilarious that you say that while the image of Lupin tied to an anchor about to be drowned pops up from the D&D stories. Like, taking suffering to the extreme level there. Oh, poor guy was not having a good time in that particular story. Poor guy was not having a fun time in that particular story. I have spent, like, yesterday night and then some of, like, this afternoon trying to, like, I've been writing up more characters so that I'm ready to write the next story. I'm a bit behind on it, but I am hoping to get it written over weekend so that we can start moving on with that. I have so many stories I want to tell. So many good ones. Oh, man. So I only eat C++ and ActionScript. You know what? I've never used ActionScript. Not one I've used. C++ is, ooh, that's a hearty meal. That's one you can stick your teeth into. Python code tastes like you. Oh, you know, the first person I've known have similar opinions of Python. And I entirely understand. I quite like Python, but I like it as a scripting language. When you need to do like quick little things like what we're doing here, it works pretty well. Would I want to build a whole piece of software in it? Fuck no. Like, it's a script. It's meant for like a short procedural task. That it can be it's very good at. If you want to build like a fully kitted bit of software, Use a language that's better built. I don't care whether it's .NET. I don't care if it's fucking Java. I don't care what. Just don't use Python for like a full desktop application. Not the good. I kind of want to ask what the good type of urine is, but I also don't want to know. Alright, okay, maybe I'll leave this one for later on. Oh, man. Oh, man. To be fair, we could just do a search for it and have it as a random event, even if nothing else. Good type of urine is from Monday. I'm probably going to get yelled at now, but I'm not familiar with that. I am not familiar with that. Get team top 10. That is going to want good thing. Args. This really use those at all, but he's a massive. Is he a sniper main by any chance? Oh. I need to do more TF2 streams. I did one stream of it, and honestly, that was like a great laugh. Still trying to figure out a better way of like setting up a server for us all to get on one, but like if I can get that sorted, more TF2 streams would be awesome. Right, that's my cup of tea. Get redeemed. Then there we go. We are going to made up in week. Of course it's fecking. Feck off with the boopage. No boopage of the snootage. That's that. I have to do a search. Unless I create a lookup table. I have had a lookup table in the past. That might be the best thing for me to do. I think that's probably going to be the best thing for me to do. That's a good two. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you thought that was a good spend of 250 hours, then I'm glad you got value out of that. He says while he's like rubbing his paw, his nose. Trying to think best way of doing this because I don't want to have to like run through every single list file to try and find the one we want. That's more reader and writer files. Pretty inefficient. I think I'm probably gonna have to create a. Yeah, I think I'm gonna create a lookup table, my own sensitive data file, which I'm gonna do off screen because I don't. That's not. Funnily enough, it's sensitive data. There's a reason it's called sensitive data. Let's see. So we'll take the names. We'll have that linked to the IDs. So we'll uppercase it with boom. Then okay, yeah. So what it'll look like in a sec. I'll post it into something I can show. Oh. It's going to look something a little like so that you guys can get an idea of what I'm making. This is going to go in sensitive data, but I specifically don't share this file because it's the one that stores passwords in it and certain IDs and tokens. So funnily enough, not something to, broadcast on a public video stream. That might be a bad idea. This is fun. Like, it's little. I'm missing it. Go spot that. Because it's just the title of redeem, which you can see anywhere, and the idea of redeem, which doesn't really mean anything. Like, it's just unique identifier. Let's go with that. We're gonna have to go for every single half to, aren't we? Not gonna be fuck. Alright, let's get it done with. Get it done with. You lot can throw stuff at me while I'm doing this. Won't take long. Just a ball ache, because we've got a lot of redeems. Let's try and get them in rough order. Like rough. What? Why did I put exclamation mark in the titles of some of these? Why? Why would I do that? Why would I actually do that? That is so. Oh. I have to use regex. Anyways, so boss battle. This ID. Boss battle. That's catch me. You guys throw a net at my face. Like little shitlings. Like the little shitlings you are. D99 for the ID. One is toilet. Okay, I can't actually be mad at that because that's like two things that are made by two very cool. So yeah, can't be mad with that one. Can't be mad with that one. I could, but it'd be a dickhead move. And what's this one? Boopage. No boopage at the snootage. Thank you. Open it. As this. Grab it. I'll copy it across into my view again so you guys can see it when I'm done. Fight a normal monster. That's a bit of a long. Babies. Fight a normal ID. Grab that. Excellent streamer. Yes. Doing things that the audience can't see. Good fucking job, Materies. Good fucking job. Fight a hard stuff. That's good. Have this ID A902. Ooh. You attack random. Okay. Right at the end. Attack. Leave the semicolon out of that. We'll remove semicolons and that one. Then with Lakea we've got a wolf howl right at the end. Howl. That's a for a ball. Haha. Got them. Monster hunt. I'm surprised how infrequently that one gets used. I honestly thought that redeem was going to get more action, but you guys haven't really vibed with it. Just haven't really vibed with it. It's fair play. Not every thing I make is going to be a big hit. I was just a little surprised by it. Like you can see, the one person, Rutov, he's only done it once. Play a random art, that definitely. Which is nice display. And art. Form. And I have this ID. Okay. Then tea time. Tea time. We all love tea time. I want. Dude, I'm hungry. Fucking hungry. 8-1 breath. Epic. Fight a random. Okay. Fight a random. ID. Vibes on it. Dagger if you wanna talk. So ID 518. Catch Lakea. That's a particular favorite as well. Catch. Who's done this the most? Max? I'm pretty sure Max has caught Lakea more than 3 times. I'm pretty sure he's caught Lakea more than 3 times. All oh. Yeah. 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 All on. Do attack. Think. NCT. On, get it right. Gotta be nearing the. Oh, we are nearing the end. Just 3 more to go. Arrow flank. Yes. Oh, that's one of our more recent ones. That one. Arrow flank. It'll be interesting to see how many people even go for that. That'll be an interesting scoreboard. Like, literally only 1 person at the moment. I do not see it growing very quick. Fight a weak monster. Okay. Right. I think go on move where we get the top function that actually gets the top 10 list. Mind you, no, we've already got the file first. Put it where we want. Put it where we want. Oh, not the collar. Come on. Dang it, Jade. Ah. How could you? How could you? How's the week treated you, Jade? Oh, are you as happy as I am that it's finally the weekend? Like, fucking hell, I've needed it. Right, that's the last of those. That's the last of those. Right, redeem top 10. I just like it. I mean, it definitely looks way better than the color I drew for the PMG tuber. Like, I'm not one for colors. Between this and the old one, Yeah, it's not really much of a competition. This one's much better. Had since yesterday off actually, but super ready for the weekend. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. I was off for like a week and a bit, and this was my first week back. And I wish I had this week off as well. Oh, I drew the collar. I didn't draw the PMG tuber. Let's put that out there. The PMG tuber was done by... They've changed names a few times now. I think they're currently called Howdy Lake on Blue Sky. They went by a different name when I conned it. I think they're Howdy Lake now. But yeah, I drew the collar, which was why it looks like shit. I've drawn a couple of things. I'm not much of an artist. What have I drawn? The old collar I drew. The bindings that went over like my PMG tuber when the boss battles were won. I drew those because like that was fairly simple. The channel redeems. The ones that have icons, most of them were drawn by me. So there's that. What else? The net gift that catches me. I drew the net and I animated it. Why were the spikes blue? Oh no, I think I just felt like making them blue. I think I was trying to get him to match the lightning or something like that. Look, I'm not an artistic person. There's a reason why I get an artist to draw like the sketches for the D&D videos. I have many skills. Art is not one of them. That haunted me alone. Entirely fair. Entirely fair. Should the spikes be blue? Is it lore related? No, like the lightning, yes. Like the color itself and the lightning, absolutely lore related. The color itself, no. I was just trying to make it match, and honestly, it was shit. Materies does not wear colors in the lore. He is literally the ranger, like meant to represent freedom, and you're putting on like a thing that represents submission. Like, kind of polar opposites there. Thanks, guys. Anyway, what were we doing? Yeah, so now we've got this. I want to take the title. Oh, wait, what have I done? I've just done all this. We don't need that. We can just pass in the redeem IDs. Just spent, what, 5 minutes doing that for no fucking beat? I'm a fucking idiot. Okay, right. Oh, wait, no, that's not gonna work. No, there was a reason for it. Yep, no, I'm being doubly idiot. Being doubly the idiot. Key. Args 0. Dot upper. Right, so that makes it up. This. Oh, place spaces with underscores. Dot place does nothing. Dot replace. What was the other one? Oh yeah, colons with nothing. That's a lot of replaces, but going with it. That's it. Build it as and if. Why do people even code anymore? It would be so much faster if we just asked Weird Al Young. Well, would it be weird if I said I enjoy it? Well, would that be sadistic? Like, not sadistic. Would that be, oh, what's the fucking word? Not misogynistic. Masochistic. That's the word I'm looking for. Would it be masochistic? Oh. Alright, look, so want the team ID sensitive with team IDs title key. He'll play his accordion and the code will write it. It is misogynistic against me. Yes, definitely. Absolutely misogynistic against DevilishJADE, the woman who can do no wrong. Absolutely. It's a personal offense to that dragoness. Weird how Youngvid would do it so faster. He'll play his accordion, the code will write itself. Oh man, imagine doing that as a way of coding. Oh, that would be something. To be fair, I think didn't Code Bullet do something similar at one point? Didn't he like write code by playing guitar? I'm sure he did a video on it at one point. It was utterly silly and stupid, but it was quite funny. Write your code better. There's nothing wrong with the way I've written my code. It's just not getting your unit tests. Oh, man. Not yet, but yeah. Type of mountain. You have the power to change that if you want to see that in the world. Oh, a slap in the face of women everywhere, that. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Anyway. We'll move on from people calling me misogynistic towards Jade. Just pour Andrew Tate's blood into a fountain. I mean, if he's got no blood left. Oh yeah, I can't shrug. Why did I shrug thinking you can see the fucking hell? I'm gonna say like it's because I can move around. I'm still like, oh, compared to the PMG tuber, even though I've been using this for months now, this is still so much better. Oh, I just completely forgot I can't watch me shrug. Anyway. Oh, man. Nah, if I was to be misogynistic towards Jade, I'll just, like, next time she voices a character in the D&D stories, we'll just do, like, some stereotype, like, maybe stereotypers, like damsel in distress. Like, that'd be misogynistic, yeah? Yeah, that'd be being misogynistic towards you, right, Jade? Absolutely, we'll make that your next role. We'll make that every one of your roles. You get slapped at some point. I fucking deserve it. Let's see. Alchemically separate to normal Mountain Dew? Into half misogyny and half women's rights. Oh, I feel like we're walking a line here. Is alchemically also another type of Mountain Dew? Very different type of Fanta. Something tells me you will regret that almost immediately. I'm almost regretting even bringing it up. Because one, I just don't want to like do that towards women. But also two, I can't help but feel like what happened when you, Minnie, and Winry got together about vending machines. I feel like you would fully run with it, and I would sort of like, it would be funny as hell, but I think I would be the one made to feel awkward by the end of it. And it would be deserved, let's be honest. If I was to be misogynistic like that, I think it would be deserved. That's because it's scarred into my head. I have half an hour recording of you three, like, sexualizing a vending machine. Of all the things to, like, sexualize, it's scarred into my head. How about Dr. Salt died in the war? Oh, I don't even recognize all these. Dr. Pepper, yeah, that's wine up. He's my favorite piss supplier. Yeah, it was forgotten. At least the vending machine tips. Maybe I should share them to like Ko-Fi so people can go have a listen. I was genuinely sat here thinking, what the fuck is going on? Like, the worst bit is actually, we'll just talk about that. Like, when we were doing that recording, one of the characters, Loose Strings, was like tied up to a chair, and I did feel like, yeah, this could go interestingly. I don't want to make any of these three women feel uncomfortable. Like, as a man who's written about a female character being tied up, none of the three women were uncomfortable. I was as the male was the uncomfortable one as they were doing vending machine erotica and just casually chatting. And I was like, oh dear, what have I unleashed? The world is not ready for this. Vending machines are a slaughter. Oh no. Oh. Fuck me. Oh. Yeah. I think what we really learned then is if I was to like cast Jade as the damsel in distress in every single like video, I would be the one to regret it, but only because like Jade and the others would go all out into it, and it would be like, no, the world does not need this. Do not think you could make me uncomfortable with that. Yeah. You are like cinnamon roll? Okay. Now I feel like I'm missing something. Is this some internet meme or whatever? Oh. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, really sounding distressed there, aren't you, Jade? Really distressed. Oh, no. Oh, how did we get onto this conversation? We've gone from Python scripts to fucking vending machines and... Oh, there's 1,000... Hang on, 1,138 instances of vending machines on... That, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that piece of information. Okay, well, you learn something new every day. Oh, probably all over on DeviantArt. I don't want to look that up. Partly because it'll be full of AI crap, but like... Most of it, is it? Yeah. I used to browse DeviantArt for like D&D art and stuff like that. Not anymore. I mean, I don't get much chance to browse on art websites anymore anyways. Mostly like Blue Sky see it now. But yeah, I certainly wouldn't really go to DeviantArt to look for like specific D&D stuff or anything anymore, because it is mostly AI. Which is a shame, because there is still some awesome stuff on there. You've just got to really wade through the shit to get to it. So, but there you go. Okay, gotta run a model test. No worries. Thank you so much for joining, Jade. I promise I won't cast you as a damsel in every single video moving forward, mainly for my own sanity. Take care of yourself. We'll catch you next time. Hope the model test goes well. Oh, man. What was I doing? Hey, you do that if you're prepared to face the consequences. Maybe I should do it for like one video. just as like a joke for one video. And then like face the regret afterwards. Oh man. Anyway, stop being a stereotypical asshole, Materies, and get on with your fucking code. What we got? So we've got the redeem ID. So now we want to use that to open the get the list file. So redeem equal we want to do common func dot load JSON on a f string. This going to be which list And we're gonna want redeem D Jason. Let's just give this a test. Wait. Let's give this a test. And that. Who is Jason and why is he in the code? Oh, Jason's some like asshole. He's like a AI bro who like thinks AI is the next thing forward. He does like the vibe coding. He like he's the vibe coder. No one likes Jason. He's the asshole. Like we all ignore Jason. We don't talk about Jason. I forgot to pass in info. That would fucking help, wouldn't it? Args. Let's a longer one. Let's owl. In theory, that should work. Yeah, there we go. Wolf howl, redeem. Jason is weird, yeah, I know, right? Who needs AI to write code, right? Like, oh no, some of us are proper engineers around here. Everyone knows AI is Sheldon. Yeah, all the AI models, yeah, no, it's just Sheldon. Like, it's what he does at his pastime, you know? Anytime it takes like a hot minute to answer, that's just because he's answering someone else's prompt. Anyway, yeah, that gives us that. It's the OpenAI kidnapped Sheldon, forces him to act as an AI. Yeah. No, well, hey. Look. If it's gotta be more ethical, then hey, it's not like it's destroying the environment. Like that would be like more environmentally friendly. It wouldn't be stealing like data. So when you think about it, like kidnapping Sheldon to like run AI could be more ethically like positive than the current instance of AI. Like that's how it works. Right? I'm sure that's how it works. When ChatGPT is down, Sheldon's having a big... Oh, no. He's seen things. AI world crashes because he's just complete and utter breakdown from all the R34 searches he's had to do. Anyway, so that gives it there. So now we want to get the tweet in. We're going to want to send that to Twitch chat. So, that's import utils.platform Twitch. Then we're going to want to do message. For that. For X N message plus E have X. How have we done it for the bits? Hang on. Both seem to make vending machine R34. Honestly, the vending machines got me. When we were recording that, I was genuinely like, what the fuck is going on? No, that's not the one. No, I think it might be something else. Is it done in Lakea? Lakea herself? Might be in Lakea herself. Oh well, never mind then. Anyway, so let's rerun this so we can look at the values. The vending machine audio, some sort of black. No, it's more likely to be like torture, audio torture for me. So as I was kind of alluding to earlier while I was talking to you, I write short D&D stories. I get other people in to come and voice the characters. I post the videos to YouTube. So like we do the recording sessions together. And it was at one of those recording sessions where we had a few of them. We had DevilishJADE, we had Winry Games, and we had Emotes or Popcorn Mini in voicing sort of characters. And those three together, like, holy shit, it was hilarious, but also, like, I did not expect the conversation to take the turn it was. I don't even remember how we got onto it. Like, just somehow we got to vending machine erotica, and listening to the three of them was like, it was something else. Like, I don't even think we intended to record that or whatever. I genuinely don't remember. It was quite a while ago. Like, I think it was when we were recording Slipping Through the Cracks Part 2. Which, I don't even remember when that was. Like, it was a while ago. Like, it was a good few months. 3 or 4 months? When did I post that video? And then it would have been like a month before that as well. No, Scott, don't do that to me. Oh, why? Ouch. Yes, because it was before April Fool's. So 4 months ago. That's a bit. 4 months. Yeah, about February. And we would have recorded like a month beforehand. Wow. 4 or 5 months. That long. I need to get more videos out. We need more story videos. More story videos. Also like April Fool's, but like story videos. Anyway, stop advertising you on YouTube, child. Get back to work. Get back to work. Oh, that's right. Boom. Team. Users. X. Or him. Redemption. X. Redemption. Why have I done it like this? That is gonna piss me off now. I hadn't realised I'd done it like that. Oh, I'm a fucking count. Demo over here. Redemption. Count. Yeah. Rerun. That. Fuck. All of this. Fuck. Fuck a duck. That think so. Let's give it a run. Oh, because it... That should be easy. Yeah, there we go. Fixed it. Fixed it. Anyway, now let's grab that. There. That. Rerun. Message. Yeah. Fuck. Ah, yeah. Fire. Ranking. Rankings. Yes, rankings. You fucking puppet. Refresh that. There we go. And then message. Ba-bum. I'll fix that. Last two characters. A Python. Move last two. I always forget which way the indexing goes on. Move last three. Yes, -2 after. Right. Message equals. Go. that. Now do which or send message. Message. Right. Now if we come here and this. Wait. Ba-ba-ba-boom. Probably add a title. Bugs. Oh. Like that. Wolf howl. There we go. You can see maybe be a little bit. Like if we. Oh, I really no that's even. Go back to how it was. Not ideal, but Twitch chat doesn't make it easy to format these. Bill Gates revealed Windows 12 to me in a dream. Oh, and how was it? How terrible was it? We were saying earlier on stream, Microsoft Windows 12 is gonna be awful. Start menu is replaced with Copilot and the title bar is 60 pixels. Yes, let's make it even bigger. Why not? I honestly would not be surprised at this point. I would not be surprised if they just shoehorned Copilot into the start bar. In fact, let's not mention that because there's still time for them to do that with Windows 11. There's still time. Right. We get rid of this. Let's do hide the theme for a moment. You open the config. And go. Now I can enable this again. Requirements are RTX 80. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, you're gonna need like 256 gigs of RAM just to boot into Windows. Oh, the way they do shit, it would not surprise me. Like, genuine. Absolutely. I need to remember how we pass in hard. Team top 10. Team age verification, 40 gigs of bloatware. I mean, I'm pretty sure Windows already comes with like multiple gigs of bloatware, but I'd have to double check. It wouldn't surprise me. It's just, yeah, all right. You know what? Like, we're not even that far off. I have, Fickle, no boopage of the snootage. Like, I genuinely had an update the other week where it reset all my default applications to like Microsoft Edge. It was like, what the fuck, Microsoft? Like, seriously, resetting my like, so like, you're joking, but I would not be surprised if they do start doing that. Like, the thing is, Microsoft have been called out on this before. The courts have fined Microsoft multiple times over the years for them trying to enforce people to use Internet Explorer. But like, it's made no difference because the fines have been pretty small, relatively speaking, compared to what Microsoft earn. And they've just got more money out of like pushing that onto people. I have a GT 620. Oh, fucking hell. Some random i5 switching to Lex brought me 50%. I can genuinely believe that. I can genuinely believe that. Like, because Windows comes with so much like bloatware and that now. It really does come. So, I can fully believe that moving to Linux and not having a load of crap running in the background, I wouldn't be surprised. Especially if you're running older hardware like that, like GT 620. Oh, like, what would even be the specs of that? GT 620 X, like that's gonna be on like megabytes of RAM, right? But Fermi architecture. Oh, it's got at least 1 gig of video memory. DDR3. Wow. Yeah, I bet that was a hell of an upgrade. And 620, and you're running TF2 on that? Like, fair play. Fair play. It's amazing how well you can game on like older CPUs though. You don't need top of the line CPUs for gaming. It does help depending on what you're playing. Some things do fare better with stronger CPUs. But it's namely the GPU. RAM usage used to be 6 out of 7, now it's 2. 7 gig? How do you have 7 gig? Do you have like that's gonna be like a 4 gig stick, a 2 gig stick, a 1 gig stick? Damn, you've got an interesting setup there, bud. 7 gigs of RAM, but hey, if it's working, down to 2 gig. That, again, it doesn't surprise me. I remember way back when Windows 8 came out, one of the biggest issues with Windows 8 was that needed 4 gigs of like RAM just to idle. Like, I don't know what Windows 10 or 11 is like now. I think Windows 10 managed to solve it to go back down to 2 gigs to idle, but it was still like, seriously? A lot of machines back then, that was a lot of RAM to be using just to idle, especially for what most machines had. Sure, gamers and that might have had 16 odd gigs, but a lot of machines were still running on like 6 or 8 gigs, depending on like how well they were, how well they're made as a pre-made. Head Dog made it for me. Hey, I'm not bashing. Dude, you run whatever you run. Like, if it's working for you, hell yeah. Especially with like the pricing of like PC parts today. Things have got so expensive. It's insane. Anyway, run script. Or run these. Up. Lists. Arg1. Here. And 2. I don't remember if this is gonna work. Don't remember how this. There was a way. I know I set it up so I could pass in the arguments, but I don't remember how it was. I might have to look at Lakea's source code again. This is why I should really write user documentation for all of this. If I upgrade to like 750, I mean, that would be a hell of an upgrade. Like 620 to 750? Yeah, that'd do it. Like, you're going to what, 2 gigs? You'd be doubling your VRAM, your VRAM availability. Newer architecture. It's still quite old architecture, but it'll be newer. Like, you could get... how much should 750 go for on, like, eBay now? GTX 7... Yeah, so you could get them for not too much. Wow, 1 gig? I thought... I could swore they had 2. I guess it... 2 gig. Okay, they're probably a different model. So yeah, you could get... Seriously, 60 quid? Someone... No. Not... Just no. Just no. But yeah, that would be a bit of an upgrade for you. Depending on, like, what your budget is. Like, what would it, like, 1050 be? Even they, like, old. They could be, like, decade old. Guy 37. Out the same, so you might be able to stretch. Obviously, depending on, like, your budget and that, but you might be able to go a little bit further. It depends on what you want to go for. Get back to your code. Going into an office PC, so that's why it's a bit older. Yeah, I kind of guess you were going for like an older... Is it like a Dell Inspiron or something similar? Like an old Dell Optiplex that you stick a GPU into? Because to be fair, like if you're looking for a budget build, something like that works pretty well, especially for esports titles. It should do like TF2 fine. And I'm pretty sure it'd still do things like Rocket Leagues to like a perfectly playable extent. Go away, I'm not... I'm gonna have to look at Lakea's code because I don't remember. I know I made it possible. I'm sure I made it possible. Don't remember how. Hyphens. That's for adding it. Oh, I'm getting tired. Mind isn't quite keeping up now. Where do I do my standardization? And okay. Oh. Oh, we added it. Ah, we do. Here we go. Command arg. Thought I did. That is entirely fair. What time is it for you? It's about 10 PM over here, so... Entirely fair. I shouldn't be too late up. I've got stuff to do tomorrow. Good night. No worries. Thank you so much for joining, Scout. And thank you again for the follow. Take care. We'll see you next time. And think that. That. Maybe. Now, if I restart Lakea, that's starter. No, she started. Now, if I do redeem, might change the command for this later on. Nope. Ran the script. Let's print good. Print args. Back here so we can see what happened. Then again, team all how why? Function going in there. That's why. Again, owl. Not what? Best. That again. Hey, yeah. Oh no, we didn't. Wait, no. Oh, why is that? Bunch. What's it? That doesn't right. Hang on. This will work. It work. Then maybe I'm missing. Good. That's I have okay, she errors when down. Well, that's good to know. That's good to know. Okay. Well, that can be something. Not sure what's going on there. Why? Why is it hard? That well. Oh. That being said, put that I genuinely don't buy this. Suspect the answer is obvious, and I'm just tired. It's putting the thing is, this shouldn't be in this list. This should be here, and then this list should only be this one item. It ain't doing it. Not why. Oh, yeah, duh, because we're printing args before build arg. Get in it. Alright, well, I think we'll leave that there for tonight. I can come back to this later on. I've muddled something up somewhere. I'm not quite sure what it is. We know it works when it's passed in to the script, so it's something else. The way Lakea, it's not for the first time I've had issues recently of Lakea trying to have issues when calling Pythons. The argument passes it. How? Why was Args? I did that. Okay, yeah, no, that's me done. We can compile fresh lists, like we can do that, and we can compile fresh lists of like all of this, which is nice. I can set up Lakea to keep that like it now and again. So I'll deal with the rest of this later on. We've made some progress. We've added a mini runner across the screen, which is kind of nice. We've added a mini runner across the screen, which is kind of nice. Item. Running. Yeah, mini running. There we go. So it's not like we haven't got stuff done. Not like we haven't got stuff done. Alrighty. Let's see who else is live for us to raid into, shall we? It looks like Lung Kitty is doing some VR chat, so let's raid into her, shall we? Let's see. So, channel, following, Lung Kitty, start raid. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. It has been an awesome stream as always. Thank you to everyone who has followed. We'll be back next week with some more Minecraft mod pack, maybe a little more coding, and all the usual good stuff. If you all join our Discord, then here is a link. Please do jump in and say hi to the rest of the community. If you join us on this raid, then here is our raid message. Top one is for followers, the bottom one is for subscribers. Please do post this into Lum Kitty's chat as we raid into her. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you all next time. Take care.